Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joey G. What's going on? Get myself together here. Holy shirt, homie shirt. Homie shirt and lay around. What's going on, everybody? Monday Night Raw last night. It was a good Raw. I'll give it that. It was a so-so show. You know what I mean? Good show. So, I like Stephanie. She's a great heel. You know what I mean? I'll admit, during Raw, sometimes it gets boring. I'll be watching the network. You know what I mean? I love wrestling. You know what I mean? And last night during Raw, I was watching Clash of Champions from 1989. Ric Flair versus Terry Funk in an I Quit match from Troy, New York. And, great. Luger fought Brian Pillman. Sting was there. Luger was a heel. It was good. But I was watching Raw. You know what I mean? Of course, I got to keep my eye on the product. You know what I mean? I love WWE. You know what I mean? Even though I don't love the current status of it. But anyway, it's getting the Raw. Mainly, I saw the main event. You know, I saw Jericho smash, Ambrose with the plant. And I'm glad they're going on with this feud. They can maybe make some money with this feud. I mean, Jericho can bring Ambrose to a great more level. I mean, not saying Dean's a pretty good wrestler. You know what I mean? He's a brawler. John Moxley. I made a text to somebody that I made a text to my former partner in a Buddha. And I said, Dean Ambrose is corny. I like John Moxley. John Moxley is Dean Ambrose in the Indies. And it's just like Dean just fell off. Like, he did, though, kill it with them questions to Stephanie last night. I mean, he dug in. Stephanie's such a great heel, though. I mean, besides The Miz and Kevin Owens, she's the best other heel on the show. Also, I'll get to that in a second, Rusev. I'm very happy about that. Finally, Rusev is getting a title again because I thought they were just going to make him a jobber. Speaking of jobbers, Tyler Breeze. This guy was kick-ass in NXT. I mean, he was like, I thought when he got to the main roster, he was going to be like an Edge. People were comparing him to Shawn Michaels. I didn't see that. You know what I mean? But people were saying, oh, this guy's like a Shawn Michaels, just a little smaller, He's like a little Brian Pillman. He can fly around. He can cut good promos. And he's out there with R-Truth. And R-Truth, oh, shit, asses. R-Truth has anything can happen when you're live. What do you call it? R-Truth has a stick doing the selfie. I mean, Tyler Breeze, I saw him wrestle some kick-ass matches. I saw him in an indie show one time. Back in 2010. Oh, no, 2009. Saw him in an indie show in Maryland. I was down there seeing him at my cousin's. And he was good. I remember saying, I was like, that dude's good. That dude can wrestle. And then, he was in NXT. But, he's a jobber. He's a jobber. He came out there, and Goldust is with Fandango now. Fandango beat Jericho at WrestleMania 29. JBL, the biggest upset ever at WrestleMania history. And what's Fandango doing now? He's dancing with Goldust like this. Fandango. Fucking gay. What do you call it? Anyway, Raw, Roman Reigns, I'm going to get right to that. That's the main thing, That's what I'm going to spend some time on, and I will. And I'll get to other things in a second. But Roman Reigns, he can't even snap right. I guess that was like him losing control as a babyface. That's what I'm taking it as, because he didn't turn heel. Or did he? I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. And I didn't really talk to anybody today about, well, my buddy Dame, what's up, Dame, if you're watching? He texted me last night. He said on the text, I erased the text because I cleared my texts, but he said, Roman Reigns sucks. And he said he can't even make a statement right. He can't even act like he crosses the line and get the people to boo him right. And it's the truth, he can't. Did you see? He did do the good power bomb into the table with AJ, but that was it. And that was he's making the faces, but nothing. He should have taunted the crowd, got AJ down, started smashing his face. You know what I mean? I don't know if Vince will let you get color because Vince don't like blood, but if you could run with that, Roman, get some blood in there, taunt the crowd, maybe even grab the mic. You know what I mean? Or if you want to keep the crowd in suspense, don't grab the mic. But there's so many. If that was Vince's heel turn of Roman Reigns, which I don't think it is, I wouldn't be surprised to see Roman Reigns apologize to AJ Styles. And that'll make the fans even hate him more. For real. I wouldn't be surprised if Roman says, man, I didn't mean to do that. I watched the tape over. I don't think he would do that, apologize. I think he will go out on SmackDown probably and say, when SmackDown happens, well, it's tonight, but it'll be on Thursday night, and say, I lost my temper. I know he'll say that. Because it wasn't a heel turn. It wasn't. You didn't hear JBL and Cole on the stick like, oh my God, Roman's turned his back. I mean, like when CM Punk went heel, I didn't even think he was going back. What do you call it? The Raw's 1,000 episode, 2012, if you remember. Was it 2012? Yeah, it was 2012 or was it 2013? Was it 2012 or 2013? The 1,000 episode. No, it was 2012. It was 2012. Yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, because Punk was the champion. And Punk didn't do nothing but come down and just drop the Rock. It wasn't a heel turn. He just hit the Rock. That's all. And he walked out of the ring, and the King said, CM Punk turned his back on the WWE Universe. And that was it. And then he was automatically a heel. You know what I mean? It was just like Roman Reigns does all this, and Michael Cole's like, oh, he just lost his temper. He crossed the line. You know what I mean? Puts the dude to a friggin' table. I mean, what's going on with wrestling and faces and heels? I just don't get it. I watched the good shit, Saturday night's main event. I was watching that too last night from October of '88. And it was Jake the Snake with his wife Cheryl and Rick Rude. And Rick Rude had the tights on. And he was doing this. And he had Cheryl's friggin' name right in his crotch. That's when wrestling was good, right, Chuck? You remember that. Chucky Breeze, my buddy from Fox Chase, he remembers that. That's when wrestling was great. When Rick Rude would give the Rude Awakenings, that's when, I mean, hey, everybody wants to say the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era was great, you know what I mean? It's all blurred to me. I was really getting effed up back in them days, you know what I'm saying? But my era, I loved when I was in 5th, 6th, 7th grade, you know what I mean? Watching Saturday night's main event. They were just great times. They were just great. Watching Worldwide at 2 o'clock. It was WCW, NWA back then. At 2 o'clock every Saturday afternoon, my mom would make me Elio's Pizza. Just good times, you know what I mean? Every Saturday night on TBS from 6:05 to 8:05 when I was younger. You know, even when I got older, before I went out on Saturday nights, I would stay and do like, I wouldn't watch sometimes the whole thing, but sometimes I wouldn't go out to 8:05. I'd watch all that, WCW Saturday night, and then go out and get wrecked. You know what I mean? When I was in high school. But I mean, because I'm a diehard wrestling fan, you know, and even WCW when it sucked. I'm talking 91, 92 when Flair wasn't there, when it was horrible. Even when Hogan in 95 was there, it was horrible. You know what I mean? It was. 95 wasn't a good year for either company. 95 is one, let me take that back. 95 in WWE to me, because I'm a big Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, Click fan, and they were running the show back then. That was a nice year. In WWE, WCW sucked. I think their big show was Starrcade, right? No, I know their big show was Starrcade, but I think at Starrcade, it was like them versus Japan. And I remember, like, and I watched any wrestling back then. Now, I mean, it's kind of hard to watch Impact. I might watch it tonight. I know they're determining a new #1 contender with Drew Galloway. But, I mean, I'll watch it. I'll have the network on. You know what I mean? But, like, I'll watch it. Like, Raw, all right, I'm going to get back to, talking about Raw. But with Raw, I'll have the volume up on the TV. So I'll be hearing the whole thing. But I still will be watching the network. And I was watching that Great Clash of Champions last night from October or November of '89. Right before Starrcade '89, Iron Man competition. Check it out on the network. Future Shock, Starrcade '89. The Iron Man competition. Great pay-per-view. Go back in time. Grab the DeLorean, like JBL says. All right, Raw was great. I mean, the Usos, I don't understand that. They're open carders, they're mid-carders, and they're in the final match. I never was a big fan of the Usos. I remember when they first came in and Bret Hart was like the general manager. Wasn't he running shit for a second back in 2010? Vaguely, I'm burnt out. What do you call it? And he said the Usos, and they had they had to fight Tyson Kidd and Harry, Harry Smith, Davey Boy's son. And I remember not liking them then, and I never liked them. And, like, now they're just going to get heat because they're with Roman. But maybe this is the building of Roman's empire. Maybe at Extreme Rules, it'll be the switcheroo. Because I can't really see the Usos being these heels unless they go into, like, the Samoan SWAT team. Like, in that way, how they're pop. Rikishi was. Fatu and Samu. Fatu, Rikishi's their dad. But, like, this thing now, I mean, AJ was pretty cool last night, you know what I mean, with him. He should have whopped Roman. I knew he wasn't going to when Gallows and Anderson had him held. I was like, he ain't going to do it. And for a second, I was like, maybe he will. Maybe AJ would go heel. And I wouldn't mind seeing AJ go heel. It's just the thing is, I think Vince McMahon thinks that Roman's going to just grow on us. That we're just going to be like, yeah. And I'll be honest with you, Roman did have the match of his friggin' life the other night, and that's a big part. 70% of it, I mean, I'll give Roman the benefit of the doubt. 40% of it was Roman. 60% of it was AJ. But what do you call it? Roman Reigns had the greatest match of his life the other night. Okay? And, I mean, you can't blame him. You can't blame him. He's just going out there doing what he's told. But if I was him, I would say Vince, Hunter, Shane, Stephanie, Kevin Dunn. Oh, no, he don't make no big decisions. But everybody back there, Arn Anderson, all of them, you know what I mean? Billy Kidman, Michael Hayes, let me go out there and just kick ass. You know what I mean? Because I know, I've read, I've heard, he wants to be a heel. You know what I mean? Just let him just speak his heart. You want to boo me, you know what I mean? Let him go out there, just like his cousin The Rock did when he turned heel. Just, you know, Cena still hasn't done it yet. That heel Jericho cut when he wore the suit on Shawn Michaels and said, I'm not a puppet on a string no more. That was one of the best promos ever, right? The Jericho through Shawn Michaels through that Titantron in 2008, and then he cut that promo. He came out with the suit, and he was using them big words, and he's like, I'm not going to dance, and that's the promo that John Cena should have made. I always said that, and go back and listen. First time Chris Jericho, he had Lance Cade, rest in peace, Lance. He had, in the ring on Raw, it was in 98, or 98, 2008, and he was just... Chris Jericho just cut the greatest promo I think ever. I mean, it's first time in this suit. He said, I'm not a puppet on a string no more. I'm not going to entertain you people. I have advanced in life. It was just so great. Chris Jericho's great. Jericho was there last night on Raw. He got his highlight reel back. Stephanie took it away from him after Dean Ambrose really asked her. So I tell you what, Dean Ambrose would be like a good manager, like Piper was, like, well, Johnny Polo, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, wrestlers that were like managers, like DDP was, you know what I mean, before he wrestled. You know what I mean? Dean Ambrose would be good at that. You know what I mean? He's a good wrestler, but he can't be Jon Moxley in WWE, and that sucks, because him and Brock could have stole his show at WrestleMania. Instead, they had a big freaking dud. It sucked. But Raw was good last night. Lana, sexy as shit, and she looks good. Charlotte looked good. You know, Charlotte always looks good. Her and Natty, they're going to have a match at Extreme Rules again, and Flair's banned from ringside. Where's Hunter? I don't know. Where's Triple H? I do not know where he's at. Shane was there last night. Got a great pop, as always, Shane O'Mac. Just looks like the show is more focused on Stephanie running it last night. And I do think that they will drive each other nuts and there will be a brand split. That's what I think. They got to build towards a brand split. There hasn't been one in a while. So now that I think about it, Vince maybe did do the right thing, and he's building towards one. You know, it'll just like I said before in my show before, just like Flair and Vince couldn't get along. It'll go to probably the summer, probably the end of the summer. You know, after SummerSlam, they'll do the draft, which is a weird timing. You know what I mean? Because they usually do it around now. You know what I mean? And they're going to do it then. But I mean, that's my take on it. That's what Joey G thinks. But all in all, last night Raw was, I'd say, even. It was all right. It was pretty good. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a good show. But AJ Styles, Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules, that'll be great. I just don't know where they're going with Roman Reigns. He's your champion, Vince. He's your babyface champion. That was not a heel turn. I hear some people today say, that was a heel turn. Roman Reigns turned heel. He didn't turn heel. He lost it. He crossed the line. And he'll probably apologize tonight tonight live on SmackDown, but it airs on TV Thursday. He'll probably say that, I lost it, I crossed the line. Maybe he won't. Maybe Joey G's wrong. I'm not right all the time. You know what I mean? Maybe he said, maybe he did go heel. I would be surprised as shit if he came out on SmackDown and cut this killer heel promo, but I would love it. For real. But AJ Styles, you know what I mean? I like AJ. He's not one of my favorites. You know what I mean? I like him, though. I do like him. He's not one of my favorites. I like Chris Jericho. He's one of my favorites. And KO, he's the man. Kevin Owens. He deserves his Intercontinental title one-on-one rematch, and he didn't get it yet. So that last night they had the IC title. The Miz was out there. Maurice looks great. Miz was on commentary. But I hope Kevin Owens gets his shot, because right now I think Kevin Owens it's the Kevin Owens show in WWE right now. He needs to go after the WWE title. I would love to see him, Roman, and AJ in a triple threat in an Extreme Rules match. That would be great. That would be best for business. Stephanie, a great heel, though, again, doing this with Shane in the beginning, emulating Shane, going like that. just a great here. This is my little review on Raw. I'll be doing some later on Raw. I'll catch up on more. I hope Enzo Amate, whatever his friggin' name is, getting better. Colin Cassidy, like I said, Cash Cow came out by himself. And this is Joey G. I'm out. Peace.